Okay guys, homework 1118. This is our third star problem we're going over this week. Remember, all of the star problems we're covering this week will be on your district checkpoint when we get back from Thanksgiving break. So this one says, students in Miss Garrow's class must complete at least 40 math problems for homework every week. The table shows the progress of 4 students on Wednesday. So it says, which list shows the amounts of homework completed in order, okay, from greatest to least. So we want the biggest to the smallest. So anytime we're trying to order numbers, we're going to turn them all into decimals. Okay, remember, anytime that we're trying to order numbers, we're going to turn them all into decimals. So remember, we have decimal, fraction, and percent. And so if we're doing a fraction, we're just going to cowboy and horse. Okay, if we're moving a percent, we're going to do 2 hops to the left. Okay, so let's turn all of these into decimals. And remember, when we make decimals, we want to make them look like money, and money has 2 decimal places. So that first one is already a decimal, but I'm going to go ahead and put that 0 behind it so it looks like 40 cents. Okay, our second number is a fraction. So remember, in order to make a fraction to a decimal, we're going to cowboy and horse. So I'm going to label cowboy and horse, and then I'm going to come over here. 45 is the cowboy, boots, hat, donut, and 40 is my horse. 40 does not go into 4, but it does go into 45 one time. We subtract and we get 5, bring down our donut. 40 does go into 50, again, one time. Subtract and we get 10. Add another donut. 40 does go into 100 2 times. It's going to be 80. We could keep going. So we're going to add another donut. We haven't zeroed out yet. 40 goes into 200 5 times. And at that point, we reach our zeros. So this one is going to be 1.125. So there's a fraction, there's the decimal equivalent. All right, this one is a percentage. So anytime a percentage doesn't have a decimal, the decimal, remember, is going to be invisible at the back. So in order to turn it into a decimal instead of a percent, we need to do our 2 hops to the left. So 1 and 2. And our decimal will be 1.00. Okay, and then the last one, 2/3. Maybe some of you guys have that one memorized. If you don't, again, how do we make a fraction into a decimal? We cowboy and horse. So I'll do that one over here. 2 is my cowboy, 3 is my horse. Okay, 3 does not go into 2, but it does go into 20 6 times. 6 times 3 is 18. 20 minus 18 leaves us 2. Eat another donut. 20 again. 6 again. 6 times 3 is 18. So we're going to keep getting that 2. So this is going to be a repeating decimal, meaning it's going to be 0.6 into infinity. So again, we're going to do 0.66. And I'm going to leave it just like that, just so that it looks like money. So now we're ready to compare. So it says the greatest. So we're looking for the biggest number. And remember, if you want to, you can stack them like, stack your decimals. So we have 40 cents, 1.1. And just because I'm looking at money, I'm going to leave it at the 1, 2. I have 1 even. Notice all my decimals are lined up. And then I have a 0.66. So looking at all of this like money, which is the greatest amount of money? It looks like that's going to be the 1.12, which would be D'Angelo, 45 over 40. So looking at my answer choices, the only one that starts with the greatest number will be the letter B. Letter B. And that's how you solve that problem. Remember, turn everything into a decimal. 2 hops to the left or cowboy and horse. Always make it look like money, so at least 2 decimal places.